Now then, without further ado, may we have our next contestant, please? You'll remember him. Pull right up. Now, panel, this gentleman appeared on our July 20th, 1955 show. We introduced him then as Mr. X because his secret concerned his name. Now, do you remember it? If you can't remember, take one quick guess each. It's a hard man to forget. Betsy, let's start with you.
I don't think I was here, but I'll guess.
Oh, that's right. You weren't on at that time.
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Can I give someone 2 guesses?
All right. Let's give Bill 2 guesses then.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Betsy.
Bill?
The
clue is it concerned his name.
Was your name like one of ours on the panel?
No.
Was it like... Oh, dear, this is... Was your name a description of something?
No.
All right, let's go to Jane.
Goodness, I have no idea. Isn't that dreadful? I must have been off that week. Was
Oh, you were here.
Was it something like Mr., I don't know, a silly name like Mr. Idea or Mr. Y or Mr. Z or Mr...
No.
No, although we did have a man on whose name was Mr. X at one time, you remember?
Is it a name of a familiar person, of a famous person? Is it a name?
No, all right, that's more than one guess. Let's get to Henry.
Was it something like Winston?
No.
No, but you'll get credit at the... I am amazed, because his name is so simple. It's a name that I have never been able to forget since then. Panel, you are looking at former contestant Hubert Blaine Wolfeschlegelsteinhausenbergerdorff. Senior. It's the longest name in the United States telephone directories anywhere. Remember? Well, now, here is a blow-up of his name. Let's bring that in. This is as it actually appeared in the Philadelphia telephone directory. As you can see, Hubert B. Wolfeschlegelsteinhausenbergerdorff. Senior. No. Now, Mr. Wolfeschlegelsteinhausen, Fred, Hubert, we tried to look your name up in the telephone directory in Philadelphia this year. You were no longer in there. Why is that so?
Well, I had my name withdrawn because I had about 200 or more calls a day asking how I pronounce my name.
The phone just rang people out of cranks and kidders, huh? Mm-hmm. Well, it's a great joy having you back with us. We had a special gift made up just for you. This is something I think you can use. A special box. I'll open and show you what it is. Calling cards. Hubert B. Wolfeschlegelsteinhausenbergerdorff, Senior. So there you are, sir. And thanks very much for being with us. Do come back and see us again. Good night. All right. Now, forging ahead back into our treasure box of memories, our next contestant, please. Remember the face? I'm enjoying the panel looking, squinting as each contestant comes on. Now, she first appeared on our show of June 23rd, 1954. Let's tell them what your name is and where you're from.
I'm Louise Gordon, and I'm from Brooklyn.
Louise Gordon of Brooklyn. Now, Louise, if you'll whisper your secret to me, precisely as it was stated back in 1954, we'll show it to the audience at home. To help classify Miss Louise's secret here, it concerns something she did. And to help you along even more, I will tell you that it was something very romantic. Very romantic. Bill has his hand up. I'll give you 2 questions each.
She wrote the longest letter to a serviceman, and we had him backstage here, and you brought him out, and everyone was, and the whole letter was from here over NBC.
Henry, any recollection?
I'm back with Wolfeschlegelsteinhausenbergerdorff.
Now you remember Wolfeschlegelsteinhausenbergerdorff.
Yeah, see, originally I thought that I had gone to school with him, but I guess it was the other Wolfeschlegelsteinhausenbergerdorff. It's an old joke, and it doesn't work so well.
It works beautifully. Works beautifully.
I remember this lady, yes.
Do you? Back in 1954, to refresh our listeners' remembrance, Miss Gordon had written her boyfriend, who was a soldier at that time stationed in Germany, the longest letter we had ever heard of. It was 3,200 feet long. That was back in the days when we were sponsored by another member of the R.J. Reynolds family of Cavalier cigarettes. And here is some film of what happened that night. Let's observe. I have the letter right here. May I read the first paragraph of it?
All right. If you won't be embarrassed.
Well, I won't be embarrassed. And I want you to know she didn't cheat. This is all in single line. It says, to the most wonderful, best, greatest, most handsome, strongest, nicest, most romantic, sweetest, most likable, cutest, finest, most lovable guy in the whole universe on this or any other planet where, and it goes on like that for 3,200 feet. By the way, what is your sweetheart's name?
Danny Reese.
Danny Reese. And when are you two going to get together?
A year from October. Well, he's coming home in April of next year.
In April of next year. Would it make you any happier if we could shorten that time? Danny, come on out here, boy. Danny, come out. Well, now we are perhaps treading on dangerous ground here. That was 4 years ago. You seemed to be terribly fond of this young soldier at that time. What happened?
Well, I married him. I just want you to know that everything I wrote in the letter is still true.
Still true after 4 years?
Is.
Good. Danny Reese, again, will you come out, please? Danny? Look at the jaunty hat on that. Can we take camera one again, please? I just love that hat. Wonderful with that face. Danny, what is the young man's name?
Alan Paul.
Alan Paul Reese. I've never seen anybody so completely bored with television in all my life. Let me ask you this, Louise, and you can slap my face if you want to.
Never.
Thanks. That was a pretty jazzy kiss that you gave this young man when you came on. After 4 years.
Oh, we're married 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
After 3 years? Still same kind of kisses?
Yes, sir. Want to say?
Thanks a heap for being with us tonight. Your Winstons, the money that you have won, which, Louise, I will give you in your keeping, and Dad, for you, we want the young man to get a start in life. Here is a United States saving bond made out in his name. Thank you very much. Good night. Good to see you again. Take care. Nice to see things work out well, isn't it? They usually do. Our next two guests panel have never appeared on I've Got a Secret before. They have been invited down as my special guests. They do have a connection with our show, however, about which I will tell you in a moment. Will our next guests come out, please? Oh, young man. Now, ladies first, what is your name, please?
Susan Ellen Schwartz.
Susan Ellen Schwartz. Susan, where can we get a nice close-up? Will you smile for our audience? Not quite all of our teeth, have we? Not quite. And this young man, what is your name?
Frankie.
Frank, I have to speak very quietly.
Frankie Carotto.
You talk loud, I'll talk soft.
Frankie Carotto.
Frankie Carotto. Well, now, panel, you may not believe that 6 years is a long time. I've Got a Secret's history has kind of gone like that. But these two youngsters were born on the same night that this show made its first appearance on television. That was precisely June 19th, 1952. And so we chose them to show what has happened while we've been on the air. Now, you two youngsters, will you come and stand over here? Now, stand way down there. Now, I want you to will you do me a favor? I want you to put your hands over your eyes. And don't peek. No peeking. Promise. The panel's going to be watching now. No peeking. Just stand there and wish for something for your birthday, something you wished for all along. No peeking. No peeking now, okay? You're not peeking, are you? No. No? All right, panel. You tell me if they peek. Wait a minute.
I'm not going to peek. No, I'm not going to say no.
When you hear a sound, you can open your eyes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We found out from their parents that this is what they've been asking for their birthday. So why don't you get on and try your bike? See the horn up here? And while they're trying out these new presents of theirs on their 6th birthday and our 6th birthday, let's all sing together, huh? Happy birthday to you. Here we go. Happy birthday, dear children. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear children. Happy birthday to you. And so, speaking for the panel, speaking for these children, speaking for all of us here on I've Got a Secret, thanks for 6 fine years. Goodbye out there.
This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Trotman production. This is John Cannon speaking.